Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please, if you haven't subscribed, could you please kindly consider joining us on this channel? We are here to learn some things. We are still growing. We're still learning from the source, which is God Almighty. And I'm also here to learn from you. Thank you. What I want to talk about today, someone dropped a comment in the comment section of one of my videos, and this is not the first time I am seeing such comments, not in this particular video or channel, my other channel, or other places online, or as a topic. But sometimes it becomes a thing to baffle one, like, as Christians, what do you think about these things? Why do we only consider these things the outward appearance of people more than their inner appearance when it comes to their life, their soul being saved? How much you understand? Now, what is this comment, and why do people always drop this comment? To me, sometimes these comments sound more or less as judgmental than trying to win a soul for Christ. This comment goes like, if you're a Christian, you put on artificial hair. You're a Christian, you put on earring. You're a Christian, you put on trouser. You're a Christian, you put on jewelries. You're a Christian, you put on lipsticks and all those things to beautify yourself as a woman, that you're going to hell, you're not going to make heaven, this, that. This, when I see these comments, it makes me reflect back, not on the particular issues that are being pinpointed, no, but on the tone. And I imagine how this person that is typing this thing, the rage that is in them. Now, some people will say, do not judge so that you will not be judged. I tell you that a lot of Christians today have made some people that, to them, in quotes, you understand, to them, depending on how they have judged and condemned this person, this one is an unbeliever, this one doesn't know God because he or she wears these things and dresses or whatever. Do you know that you have made some people very far away from God and all that? The same God you want to draw them closer to, you have made them far from it. Now, what am I trying to say? People have come to this realization that because you sin differently from my sin, you commit a different sin from me, that makes you holier than I am. Why do people drop this kind of judgmental and this thing towards others? Then again, the funny thing about people that drop these comments are people have come to judge others just based on how they dress, forgetting about the main judgment is the heart. Someone can dress like a holy angel, but if they tell you, if you see what this person does when no one is there, if you see what they do, you will marvel. You will marvel. Someone can dress, yes, the way you dress is the way you'll be addressed. We know that. I've seen some videos making round online where some ladies will wear something as I don't know, we wear just a top and they call it shirt. Now, when they go to some areas in town, you see some of these boys will be touching them, trying to touch them and making jest of them, laughing at them. Yes, in that regard, the way they dress is the way they are being addressed, right? Now, but if you're trying to scold people just as Christians, just judge them just based on their dressing alone, but forgetting that their heart matters, what they do. You that is judging that person that maybe puts on trouser, puts on earring, puts on whatever you define it, you may be doing worse than they do. Yes, you may be doing worse than they do. You are not in any way better than them. Now, if you went to maybe a tertiary institution, whereby you live in the school, you will agree with me that if you live in the hostel, you come in contact with some people that we call the way they fight, the way they do all this in the hostel. But sometimes these are people that you don't see them with any earring. Their skirts are flowing on the ground and all that. Now, inside the hostel, the way they behave and treat others. But when you see them outside, you that doesn't know them or you don't live with them, by their dressing, you admire them. Oh, this one is dining with God. Ah, this one is communicating with God. But you don't know the heart they have in. I've once had a dialogue between two students when I was in school. The other one was like telling her friend that this particular lady, there's also a lady, they say, she's doing well academically, but maybe she's always partying or something. You understand? She don't really have time for her books, but academically she's doing well. The words that other lady replied to her, for years now, it has lingered in my heart. It has made me not to judge people just because of looking at them physically. You know what she told her? She said, do you know her relationship with God? That word, I can never ever ever forget that word. Do you know her relationship with God? Now, the fact that to you, you don't even live with her, but maybe your perception, you feel, oh, maybe today you are seeing her standing with this guy, tomorrow maybe there's a party in town and she's doing well academically, does not mean that maybe she's really doing, you understand what I'm trying to say? No one should judge another, right? But that word, do you know her relationship with God? You may condemn people because you see them physically, but I tell you, they have the kind of relationship they have with God, is better than you, that you cover up and do everything. You are firing this, but yes, that is the truth. So please, let's learn. If you know you want to pass a message to someone, you feel what they are doing is wrong, maybe you feel whatever, please pass this message in love. It will turn a soul around. Stop passing this message in judgment. Stop condemning them. How then do you expect them to listen to you? How? If at all. Then I think it's time sometimes allow people to express themselves. This is why I always say it on my other channel. Know God for yourself. When you know God for yourself, you have a relationship with God. If you wake up one day and realize that God is telling you that, oh, putting on this thing on your own, you will stop putting them on. If you realize that, oh, God is telling you that putting on trousers is not, if you have a relationship with God, you will definitely have a way you communicate with him about some certain issues of life, and definitely he will communicate to you. Oh, you wake up tomorrow and realize that, oh, putting on this thing is not good, then you stop doing them on your own. You understand? But please, I beg of you, this is not the first time, not the second time. Stop judging over others just because the way they dress. And you feel when the trumpet sounds now, you will go to heaven and they will remain on earth or whatever. Life is not like that. Sometimes those we judge may even be spiritually or morally better than we that are judging them. Stop judging people. If you want to communicate it in love. Love changes a lot of things. Love will turn around a person that seems impossible to be turned around, not using force or ways that will hurt them more, or ways that will make them feel that Christians are worse. Please, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you.